But talking about the home sector itself, Kajaria Ceramics, that's the stock which is in focus. The company reported a good operational performance in the second quarter. The margins expanded by over 400 basis points. They also saw a volume growth of 6% on a quarterly basis. We do have Ashok Kajaria, who's the CMD of the company, joining us now to discuss their earnings. Thanks a lot, Mr. Kajaria. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Just wanted your thoughts on how demand has panned out. You have given us a guidance of around 9 to 10%. That's lowered from 13 to 15% that you had. My question is that lowering happened because of the first half, right? The second half is expected to be strong?
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. First half has been very subdued. First quarter was 7%, second quarter was 6%, but we are positive on the market. And I think the second half will generate much better volumes. And that's why we have given a revised guidance of 9 to 10% overall for the full year.
Okay. So, sir, when you say that the second half will have much better volumes, can you just project to us qualitatively as well as quantitatively, what are you estimating?
I think it should be, second half should be in the range of 13 to 15%. And that's how the average will come down to around 9 to 10% overall for the full year.
Correct. But what will it be led by? Can you just tell us the demand factors and what is the demand scenario looking like for you in the second half to project volumes between 13 to 15%?
Demand is positive from across the dealer network. Like as we all know, we have about 1840 dealers across India. The mood is positive since September. September was much better than the first 5 months. And things are moving in the right direction in October also. So we are positive that second half will be far better than first half.
Was the September volume growth in double digits? 12%, thereabouts?
Pardon me?
What was the September volume growth for the month of September?
Growth was about 10.5%.
10.5%, all right. I just wanted your thoughts on the margin as well and the industry. Gas prices have come down. We've seen that improvement in your EBITDA margins as well. Now it's at around 16 odd percent. Do you see further improvement or will you hold at 16%?
No, you see the first half, if you see the growth was hardly 6 to 7%. Quarter 1, 7%, quarter 2, 6%. And if you are talking about 12 to 15% growth in the second half, definitely the margins would be better than what we have seen in the first half. And the gas prices are more or less stable to what it was in the first half.
So what would your margin guidance then be?
Gas prices are stable, same what was there in the first half.
Okay. All right, that's important. So gas prices are stable. It's similar to what we saw in the first half. What is your overall, idea in terms of revenue from bathware? Because FY23 revenue was 316 odd crores and first half sanitary ware revenue was around 169 crores. You're targeting 400 to 450 crores. Are you still sticking with the guidance?
Bathware will cross 400 crore plus. Minimum growth of 30% for the whole year.
Okay.
400 plus for bathware. Your thoughts on, the overall industry for Morbi. Can you tell us how much will they export? What is their production this year likely to be? And as a result of which, what would the impact on large domestic players like you be?
See, exports is positive. Last year, the total export from the country was around 16,000 crores. And if you see the first 6 months data, it has already crossed 10,000 crores. And earlier said the export should be between 20,000 to 21,000 crores for the full year. As far as domestic market is concerned, it's more or less flat because if you can see the first half, it has been more or less flat. Second half should be maybe 2-3% growth as far as the domestic market is concerned. Domestic market is still very tight for them. And mostly they are focusing on exports. Of course, domestic also they are selling part of it, but mostly they have started focusing more on exports.
Okay. You said, sir, just circling back, I just wanted one more quick question with you with regards to the bathware segment, sanitary ware. You said you'll cross 400 crores, but your earlier guidance was up to 450 crores. So are you going to achieve 450 crores?
No, 450 will be difficult to achieve, but anywhere it will be between 400 to 415 crores.
Okay, 415 crores. And similarly, how are you doing in your new verticals, plywood as well as the adhesives segment?
Plywood will be doing something like 100 crores. Last year it was 77 crores. we are looking where we should be doing around 100 crores as far as plywood concerned. And as far as adhesives, last year it was about 38 crores. We should end up with about 60 crores this year.
Okay, 60 crores in adhesives, 100 crores in plywood, and 415 crores in the bathware. So that's about your allied business. 13 to 15% growth in the second half is what you're projecting in your volumes. You said domestic. Yeah, you said domestic business this year is flat for the industry. And if you are projecting 9 to 10% growth for this year, that means that you will gain market share, right? At the start of this year, it was close to around 6%. What do you expect it to be by the end?
See, all the organized industry per se are gaining market share because of GST. And it's not only Kajaria, I think Somani, Johnson, Asian Granito, they will all gain market share by the year end because we are taking market share from the regional players, or you can say the Morbi players, and all organized sectors should, if they do their job well, they should gain market share.
And what about advertisements? Because you have been, increasing your ad spends gradually. It was closer to 3% of sales. Now we see a lot more ads, new brand ambassador also. Are you spending a little more?
Yeah, last year we did about 108 crores. This year targeting between 130 to 140 crores on the ad spend.
Okay, all right. So we're going to let you go on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that's Kajaria talking to us. Well, they do expect a volume pickup in the second half of the fiscal, and that is based on better demand. Well,